You like my new hat? It is black fly season here in Maine, and so I have invested in a mosquito net hat, which I'm very happy to have because the black flies are horrific here, but they should only last for about a month or maybe 6 weeks, so that's okay. I think we finally found a nice place to put our Kentucky geocache trackable bug. This is Muskegon Lake in central eastern Maine. And we've been looking for a nice place to drop it. We didn't just want to drop it any old place, but this is a lovely scenic lake here, and so we're going to see if we can find this cache and finally drop this in. Bubby, come this way. Let's go find it. Come on, Bubba. Let's go this way. Come on. Oh, what are you... Yuck. Well, we couldn't find that geocache. We searched for about 10 minutes, but these flies are about to carry us away, so we'll just have to find a different place for it. Driven a couple hours south of Houlton today to the town of Calais, Maine. It's right on the Canadian border, and it's in a section of Maine called Down East. So it's kind of in the middle of the state, but northern people call it Down East. And we are stopping at Tim Hortons, which is a Canadian donut shop that we love to get up here. I like Tim Hortons because it's very hearty. It's a Canadian company, so they make really dense, thick donuts. And Dunkin' Donuts, you kind of get in the middle of the country. They're kind of in the middle of the pack. And then Krispy Kreme, where we were in North Carolina last year, is light and fluffy from the south, but I am ready for some thick Tim Hortons donuts. Calais, Maine is on the St. Croix River, which is the border between the US and Canada. And you can see across the river is St. Stephen's, New Brunswick, and we are on the Calais side. And there's a little mnemonic to remember how to pronounce Calais, even though it's spelled C-A-L-A-I-S. The saying is, if they pronounce it Calais, they're from away. So if you ever come here and pronounce it Calais, they'll know that you're not a Mainer.
You have to know the correct incorrect pronunciation in places.
Finally found a good cache to put this trackable in. We are in Lincoln, Maine. This is where Jason was born, so we've just been driving around here. His grandparents and his mom are buried near here, so we went to visit the cemetery, and now we've found this little boat landing that has a good size geocache that we can fit our travel bug in. So I'm glad we can finally drop this off. It went from Kentucky to Rhode Island, and now we're dropping it in Maine. Fun! apparently Houlton is the only place in America where you can be on Route 1, which goes from Maine down to Key West, and Route 2, which goes from Maine over to Washington, and they meet here. That's fun. So today we are having a true Maine delicacy, Fiddleheads. If you've never heard of Fiddleheads, they are the undeveloped head of a fern. So before the fern uncurls and opens up, you can pick them. Is it a certain kind of fern or is it any fern?
Yes, it's ostrich fern.
Oh.
I actually don't know off the top of my head. And you're picking them when they're immature, before they're like just as the snow is melted. They're along kind of riverbank areas.
So
they're very firm. They're a little bit toxic or not. You want to cook them.
So you have to be sure to boil them.
And we're not going to eat all these right now, but we're going to blanch them all and freeze a bunch. But we are going to cook some right now.
We're going to have some with our dinner. And it's one of Jason's very favorite foods.
This and lobster is about the best combo. Pure Maine.
And even if you want to saute these guys with some butter and garlic, be sure to boil them first to kill any bacteria in there and get rid of some of the plant toxins, and then they'll be good to eat.
Just find instructions online. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Every instruction about cooking them will give you all those safety things, and it's probably a little bit overblown, and it's easy enough to do. So there you go.
All right.
Going in.
Yep. Go ahead. So Fiddleheads, obviously, you can get in Maine. That was the only place I had heard of them for years, but I just recently learned that Michigan also has Fiddleheads. I don't know if they're the same kind or the same brand of fern, but a friend of mine told me that you can also get them in Michigan. And you can buy them in the grocery store. The grocery stores around here sell them for about $5 a pound, or you can pick them down by the water, wherever ferns are growing, if you know how to identify them.
Or by the side of the road, people are selling them all the time. Or you can have a giant bag given to you if your cousin runs a cafe in northern Maine and gets them for her restaurant.
If that happens to be your situation,
I recommend that one, because usually whoopie pies come with that as well. They're pretty. Kids in the back, I love it. That's fun. Just take your side-by-side into town. Why wouldn't you?